Welcome to Scatter Travel TV. I'm Debbie Gerber, your host. Today, I'm going to talk about Italy at home, a spaghetti casserole. What I'm going to show you is that when I travel, I come home and I just love to make things from whatever country I've been to. And in Italy, it was pasta and pizza. And one of my family's favorite recipes is a spaghetti casserole. So when I'm at home dreaming of Italy, I'm making spaghetti casserole. Join me today and watch how it's made. Okay, today for our dinner we are going to make a casserole. It's a spaghetti casserole and it's got lovely things in it. You can see the layers in it. The bottom part has a cream of chicken soup and cream cheese in the spaghetti, and then the top part is a tomato base with chopped tomatoes and onions and garlic, and then a cheese topping. This one's ready. Now we're going to show you how to make it. This one also made, with what I did, it made an extra one that we're taking to some friends today. It could also be frozen for a later date. And then there is our finished garlic toast with the 5 cheese topping. And I'm just going to put some butter in the water and get it boiling along with some salt. I put the butter or oil in order to make the spaghetti so it doesn't stick together, and I also put some salt in just to speed up the boiling process. So we'll get this boiling and then we put the spaghetti into it. And we'll cook that until the spaghetti turns kind of a white color and it cuts just really clean and easy with a fork. Now that we have the water boiling, I'm going to put spaghetti in. I know some people are going to think this is terrible, but I don't like really long spaghetti. And I want it to fit in the pan really quickly, so I break it in half and stick it in. Now some people like it really long, and if you do, and even if you have a large pan, sometimes the spaghetti doesn't fit all the way down into it. So you can just lay it there and pretty soon it'll just flop down. You can just kind of push it and it'll go right down in. So you can have it long or short depending on what you like. I like mine short. So I'm going to put some spaghetti in that is broken in half so I can have my shorter spaghetti. And then I'll just let that cook. Occasionally we'll want to stir this and make sure that it's all nice and loose and coming along okay. Check it for doneness. You bring it up the side and just go with a fork, and you can see it's not quite white yet. You want it pretty white. It'll turn white and then it'll cut really easily when it's done. Now over here I've got some spaghetti sauce getting ready to go. I like to make my life easy, so little canned spaghetti, some diced tomatoes, a can of diced tomatoes, some fresh chopped onions, and then some oregano, and a little bit of oregano. If I can open it. Okay. A little bit of oregano to go with it. I should be more precise, but I just kind of put a little bit in. I don't like a lot, but just a little bit. Looks like probably half a teaspoon of oregano. And I want this kind to be chunky, so we've got some chunky onion in there, some chunky tomato, and then for a base, the tomato sauce. I'm going to put just a little bit of garlic in with that. I'm going to put some garlic salt in. Again, probably about not even quite a quarter teaspoon of garlic salt. We'll get that nice and bubbly hot. Okay, we have got the spaghetti is done. And my favorite are these lids on these pans that you put on and twist. And now you can just drain it right out the side. And the little holes let you drain the water and keep the spaghetti in. There's also special spoons that you use to do that. Let's check the spaghetti. It looks done. It's turned a whiter color. It's not as yellow anymore. It's not completely white, but you'll just see it's a lighter color. I take it up the side of the pan and cut it, and it'll just cut right through it. It's just as slick as can be. And that will show that it is cooked all the way through, just like that. Now I like these pans that have the little holes, strainer holes in them, because I can put that on, go to the sink and strain the water right off of it. If you're going to pick it up, there's a special slotted spoon that makes it really nice for picking up and letting it drain. So either one of those is really cool. Today we're going to strain because we're going to put it, we need it strained but still in the pan when we're finished. So I'm going to go drain that. Okay, that's all drained. Okay, I am going to put into it some cream of chicken soup. So I'm going to put some soup in it and get that heated and cooking in there. So mix that up in it. I am also going to put in some cream cheese, about a quarter, and about a third of a block of cream cheese. And we're going to get this all mixed up in here. And this is going to be our base in our spaghetti, for the spaghetti part of it. Okay, we want to stir this in, but we don't want to stir it in so much that we make it mushy. So just get it stirred in a bit. And then we're going to transfer over to a cooking pan that has been greased. So I've sprayed that with some grease. And this is actually going to make 2 casseroles. So let me take some of that out, sorry. Take one over to a friend tonight. I forgot I was making double. So this is actually going to make 2 casseroles. So there's that one that's in half. So I've got that ready to go. And then over the top, I am going to put the tomato mixture and just pour it on over the top. There we go. And then we're going to cook this, and at the very end I'll put some cheese over it. But look at the layers. Isn't that fun? And the bottom will have a light flavor, and the top will be more of a spicy tomato flavor. And as you dip into it and cut into it, you're going to get both flavors. Now we're going to put it in the oven. It's already hot, so we're going to cook it at 350 for about 20 minutes. We want to see it kind of bubbling on top when we take it out. So in about 20 minutes at 350 degrees, we should have a fine meal. Okay, our toast has come out. I'm going to take the toast and I'm going to spread it with some butter. You can do it one of any number of ways. You can do it with a knife if it's really hot out of the toaster. I like to just spread it with some real butter. This particular bread I'm using is a sunflower bread. It has sunflower seeds in it. I like the crunch in it. Gives it a little bit added flavor. And then I'll put on just some garlic herb blend, seasoning. So we stick a little bit of that on. And then I top it with some an Italian cheese blend. Sometimes I'll use like a cheddar jacks. Sometimes I do the 5 Italian. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling like that day. But today we feel like the Italian spread. So we'll do this, and it'll just kind of melt down since the toast is hot. If it doesn't enough, I will just stick it in the oven on a sheet and toast the top of it so it's nice and bubbly and brown. Onions and garlic and then a cheese topping. This one's ready. And then there is our finished garlic toast with the 5 cheese topping.
Whenever I make this casserole, I can sit and dream of Italy with all the same flavors that we had there. Pasta and tomato sauce and garlic and onions. It's wonderful to have visited places in the world and be able to come home and make some of those same dishes that we ate there. Now, for more travel information, for more travel shows, tips, destination information, come and join us at scattertravel.tv.